Hi, I'm Mika Truman, and welcome to Frankincense School of Mystical Arts, where you can always find me at fsma.life. And please welcome to my YouTube channel, Rumble, as well as Twitter. So, jumping into Hunter Biden. This was such a very interesting topic, and I usually don't look at stuff like this, but I thought, you know what? There's a story there, and I really have to look into it. What on earth is the story there? But of course, before we get started, if you're interested in booking a reading, you can do that on my website as well. And it is again fsma.life, Frankincense School of Mystical Arts .life, where you can book a reading if you would like. So I get such real interesting. Hunter Biden he looks like that ever since he was born, that he was this pawn for his father, and he was just kind of passed around from his father. He looks like that he was one of these toys, and I get such intense, crazy abuse and mind control, different techniques, and even different methods that I get was used on him. The guy looks like that he is so very complex. I get not even two different personalities. I get multiple personalities. And this person looks like he never even really had a chance to form an identity of his own, because he didn't. He was exactly who his father said. He did exactly what his father said. And because of that, I get great despise that he has for his father. So insane that I don't even like using this word, but I really get he hates his father so much that I get that he kind of, as of a couple years ago, I would say it probably was about 2.5 years ago, where I do get that secretly he was caught, he was arrested. I do get that he made a plea deal. I get even as far as the laptop just showing up at some mom and pop computer repair store. I get there's a story there. So, looking into what happened when he was arrested, I get that those that arrested him, and I get it looks like that it was the military that arrested him, and I get just totally went in and did a mass arrest. But I get, once he realized that he could not get out of it, because I get he totally tried. He tried like crazy to, do every kind of lie that he was ever taught how to lie. It wasn't me, I didn't do it, that's somebody else's. Look over there, it's not me. Yelling and screaming and crying, calling attorneys, and nobody came to his rescue because they knew he'd been caught. And I do get there was many others that were getting and being caught and arrested around the same time. So it looks like his fellow family and friends, the ones that did have his back, they just vanished because they didn't want to get their hands dirty. And why? Because they knew if they really had the evidence on Hunter Biden, that they knew that it would bring attention to them and they could be taken down as well. So I get there has been many arrests that has been taking place, and everything has been hitting the fan. And many elites, many politicians have been running scared for about 7 years. And when I see that this came down with Hunter Biden, I get that it was right around maybe within a year after President Trump was elected president. So his first term. And I do get that's when everything started to really hit the fan for him. So I get is what happened is he 100%, as I see it, pushed his dad under the bus. I get that once he knew he did not have a way out, he squealed, he sang like a canary, and he told on everybody. I really get he did. Because the way that this guy his brain works is of course not normal. But he doesn't care, and he did not care. And he despises his father so bad that he wants his dad to go down. Now, why, of course, didn't his dad bring in all of his attorneys and get him out? Because I get that his dad was being investigated too. And Joe Biden he had at that point became very worried and very concerned about himself getting arrested. And he too did not want to get his hands dirty. When he saw everything going down with his son, he ran out the back door and did not want to get involved. I get that it was much easier for him to say, oh, it's, he's just a lost soul. It's all him. He's a druggie. And discredit his son for actions that were probably very true. But his dad created him. He was a mirror of his dad, but his dad was far worse. So I do get when everything was hitting the fan and Hunter Biden saw nobody was going to come to his rescue. He knew everything that was on his computer, of course, but I don't get everyone else knew exactly what was on the computer. They didn't know that he, as I see it, I get that he has all kinds of dirty deeds and doings of his father and many other politicians just tucked away in his little back pocket, in the back of his computer, that he thought, I may need this someday. Because even though he was totally drug addict, every kind of awful person you could think of, I don't get that he was really stupid. And the past several years, his hatred had become so strong that he didn't even care about anything but that hatred building and growing more and more, and revenge. And he didn't know how or when, but he thought maybe someday I am going to pull out all my little secrets and I'm going to go after everybody, and I'm going to be the one to blackmail everybody to get exactly what I want. So on this laptop, I get that it has names, it has specifics, details, has everything on many people, but mostly for his dad, on his dad. I get that Joe Biden severely, as he did with everyone in his life, messed that person up to where I see he created one of the greatest narcissists, in my opinion, but even worse than his dad. Mentally, I don't get that he would have grown up or throughout the years became as evil and dark as his dad, but in his mind he was trying to create it, and he was getting all of his little blackmail, all of his little tricks, devices, information all tucked away. That's what I get that he was doing. And it just so happened that when he realized that he was caught, and he did, I get that the military police, I get they already had the laptop, they seized it when they arrested him, and I get they of course compensated many other things, but it looks like that they have so much information on him that it is just, I don't get they expected to get the information on Joe Biden that they did. But I get they have a lot more than what they would even and will even admit at this very second, this very moment. So I'm going to end this for now, and there will be a part 2, because this is just so deep and dark that there's so much more to the rest of this story. So anyway, please like, subscribe, and do share. Jump over to my website, fsma.life, where you can look at our courses and also book a reading. Take care.